100.
All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
When I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Point flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Hey, big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't fill them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh?
Hey, how are ya? Let's go. Happy Thursday.
Make fire, I'm a caveman.
Let's do it. Welcome in, welcome in. Game time, baby.
Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the fourth spot. Been in this position, ain't a shortstop. Every song gold, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course not. They don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose.
We good.
Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost.
Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Thursday. Good to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Wow.
Said it's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Okay. Game time, game time. Who we got here today? Ben Bennett in the building. There he is. What up, SK? Yo, yo. What's good, boys? How we feeling? Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah. Z Gamer in the house. Let's go. There he is. There he is. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Thursday, everyone. Good to see you guys. W's in the chat if you're excited to be here, if you're excited about your future and ready to have a great day here today. You know, I was telling my kids yesterday, you know, how do we have a great life? Because we always say, cheers, cheers to the great life. They say, cheers to the great life. I say, how do we do that, kids? They say, one day at a time, baby, one day at a time. Compound effect. The compound effect. How do you have a great life? You just focus on having great days, man. Let's have a great day here today. Welcome in, everyone. It's great to see you all. Energy's in the building. Mrs. Payout here. Okay, Miss Payout, I should say. Let's get it. Let's get it. She don't miss payouts. She's Miss Payout these days. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? What up, Sharma G? What's goody? What's goody? Casso in the building. What up, Wokey? Wokey, do we get a cameraman today? Do we get a cameraman today? What's up, Mason? What up, Muggs? Good to see you, man. Drew in the house. Easy Futures in the building. What's poppin'? What's up, Tamra? Good morning. Good morning. Rafi in the building. There he goes. It's roll call time, baby. What's up, Badio Life? Mr. Zoltan in the house. What up, Rye? What up, Loyalty Trades? Okay, we loyal to the playbook? I'm going to show you guys a thing or two today. I'm going to teach you guys a thing or two today about being loyal to the playbook, yeah? Band's counted up. Big W on that payout, brother. Big W. He's counting it up. He's counting it up. What's up, Yogi? Good to see you, man. Yogi in the house. He's consistent every single session. Wow. All right. Well, welcome in. Good to see you all. SimZ in the building. Who do we got on YouTube today? Who do we got on YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Arrow Sassy in the house. There he is. Louis G in the building. He's in all the chats. He's in them all. He's in them all. What up, Vince? Vince FX in the building. J4 Trades is here. There he is. There he is. Come on, YouTube. Don't let the clubhouse outpower you here. Too much motion, baby. Too much motion. All right. Okay, well, let's begin here, my friends. It'd be awesome if we could take a moment and we could just share some gratitude. I'd love to pray for you all, and then we'll begin. Yeah, we'll start our session. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, well, Father God, I thank you for this opportunity here to just touch this microphone another time here, Lord. We thank you for all that you're doing, all that you're speaking and teaching. Thank you for doing it through me, Lord, and through the community, Lord. We know that iron sharpens iron, so we thank you. We're witnessing that. We're witnesses of that here in this community, Lord. I just pray that you would bless each individual in their specific season that they're in life, Lord. We know that there's different seasons, but we know that you never leave us, that you never forsake us, Lord. And we're just thankful for your promises. We give you all the glory for the ability to do this, and we thank you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll here. It's going to be a great day. Let's lower the music a smidge here, and let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. How you guys been? It's been a wild 24 hours since we've seen you last. Yeah? And, man, we are just on a roll, baby. We're on a roll. Yeah. Love it. Yeah, good to see you. What's up, Kelvin? Good to see y'all. Amen, man. All right, let's get into it here. Today is Thursday. It is November 13th, man. So we're moving along. How are we halfway through this month? I'm telling you, the year is flying by. If you haven't set your goals yet, if you haven't locked in yet, what's going on over there, right? Like, lock in. The winners are locked in right now. So we were talking about this in the Asian session last night. While everyone's slowing down here towards the end of the year, gang, we got to pick it up. Right, this is our time to separate ourselves. This is our time to move on the rest of the masses out here, right? So let's keep moving. Let's keep leveling up. Let's keep our foot on the gas as we end this year, and let's let them keep calling us lucky, right? But we know it's not luck. We know it's work that we're putting in day by day, being consistent, being patient, being disciplined, and acting, right, like an 8-figure trader. So we're going to do that here today. All of the above. I don't think we have any crazy news coming out today. Again, you see the US dollar here all in the headlines, right? Right around like 8 a.m. here. So we got some news coming out now. I guess some of these minor level news. You got crude oil inventories today coming in. So we'll see what happens. I think, did we get the bill signed here? House approves bill to end government shutdown, sending it to Trump's desk. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, so I think everything's going to be opening back up here this week, and we should get some red folder news coming in. Yeah, we should see it. So let's jump into the charts here. If you guys can, give the stream a like, sub to the channel, and let's run a breakdown. You guys ready? Oh, he did sign it. Okay, cool. He did sign it last night, so around 9:30. So I think, do we have any, let me just check here. Okay, so I think what they're going to do... yeah, I'm not too sure what they're gonna do with inflation, with CPI or anything yet. So yeah, we'll have to find out. We'll worry about that later, though, right? Let's lock in here. Let's run a fresh top-down analysis, and let's see what we can come up with here today. So let me just lower that music a little bit more. You guys like the stream, right? You guys are all subbed to the channel. I'm trying to get my YouTube plaque here, gang. Hook me up, please. I'm begging you, right? Hey, YouTube. I'm in Clubhouse. Go like the stream, sub to the channel if you're not already. Appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. So let's get into this. Let's lock in here real quick, and let's do a fresh top-down analysis. Let's talk about gold on the daily time frame, as we always do, and let's take a look at what we got here. So we can see here that we have a previous candle that did close pretty strong bullish now, right? So we are above the range. We finally were able to move above this range here. Just take a look at it, right? So you had this zone here where you had price just kind of ranging, right? Let me color coordinate it for us real quick. So let's call it the green zone, right? And then you have this zone here, which we'll call the yellow zone, right? So we were in the green zone for quite some time. We moved straight through this yellow zone with one massive candle, right? But that one massive candle closes with no top wick, right? And it closes where? Right at resistance, right? Yeah, you got it right here at resistance, right? So next candle is a dud, right? It opens up, it breaks the highs, it doesn't really push through this area at all, right? Now, if we're looking into another range, right, the next range that we have is all the way through here, right? I guess we can call it the purple range, yeah? Purple range. So now that we're in the purple range, right, this candle has officially closed now within the purple range. Obviously, if you look left, you're going to see that that purple range has nothing but clean range going up, clean traffic here, and we are off to the races on this current daily candle. So let's see what happens, right? We got a lower wick, we have a top wick, we're looking good, we got a closure, we got a clean range, we got a lot of bullish momentum here. The big question is now, will our theory play out here, right? So we have a theory kind of that if the higher time frame candles close outside of the range, typically what we'll do is we'll get a bit of a break and retest first, right, before we push through the entire zone. So very interesting here. We'll see if that happens. This daily candle, as of right now, by the looks of it, shows zero signs of heading south today. So we'll see about that. I don't know if that's going to go down. Let's get some more information here and jump down to the 4-hour chart. So let's take a look at this 4-hour here. You have price did create a support, right? So you got support formed right here on the 4-hour chart. We've been moving up ever since that. So this is your I guess this was the candle here, right? The Trump signed the bill, maybe? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, you got a big move up. You get a pullback here, right? And then we've just been moving up. Again, very, very clean range here when it comes to the 4-hour, the daily for price to move up. So very, very bullish as of right now on gold. Let's take a look at the 1-hour. 1-hour did cruise back. We did just take buys a little while ago here in pre-New York. I'll show you the guys, the buys in a second. But it looks like we're getting a pullback here now. So what we were looking at was support, right? Resistance, closure above. Let's see if we can remain above there, right? We get that break and retest. We should be good to continue up. If you look here, this candle also made a lower wick now for this candle that had no lower wick. You guys see that? Boom. So we broke the lows there. Now we're starting to come back up. Let's take a look at what that looks like on the 30. 30-minute has support sitting right here at 27. We've got resistance here at 41. And let's see what happens. We might even get a celery play to continue moving bullish, right? Any of the buyers that are caught holding the bag are most likely out at this point. They all either closed their positions, they either got scared and left the position due to fear and doubt, or you know, they're hanging tight. So that's what we got going on right now. Massive move down. We'll see where we go. We did take buys here in pre-New York, which were these guys right here. It's a little celery play right there, right? Kind of boom. Stop loss below the low. And yeah, me and Johnny Gems both missed TP by like a couple pips. Price came back down, and eventually we smacked it there. So my full TP was up there at 41, and yeah, that was that. So now we gotta wait, right? Now we gotta wait and see what's next for us here. Let me go back to the 30-minute real quick, and let's just see if we can get. I'm going to remove everything for a minute, right? If we can get candles to give us any type of support now, right, to be formed, I think we can look to go long here and continue the move back up. Again, daily bullish, 4-hour bullish. Everything makes total sense to continue moving up today. Let New York open, do what it has to do right here. This is just a random candle, most likely grabbing liquidity, most likely, you know, just grabbing orders. I think the sells here are probably going to be best below 28, below 28. Yeah, so I'll be looking. Yeah, that's what I'll look for, some sells below 28, because if we do start moving back below 28 here, that means this 4-hour candle broke the high, came back down, now it's breaking its own low, right? So that's where I would probably shift my bias a little bit. Until then, gonna remain bullish, right? But if we can get that 4-hour candle to flip, maybe we can anticipate that our session here today will look like this, right? A flip of the 4-hour candle, a bearish closure, and then a continued move back down throughout the rest of the day. But until then, I am super duper bullish here. So we'll see what happens, and we'll be able to go from there. Any type of support formed at this point looks super clean for price to continue moving up. So ideally, I'd like to see this candle maybe continue down. We get some sort of fake outs around 28, and then we look to move up from there. Because most likely, if you do get a support here, let me just draw it out here, right? So let's say you do get candles to close, right, and you get some sort of support, you remain above that level there, most likely price will continue bullish there today, right? We could kind of close partials here, look for full target there, and that'll be the trade. All right. So that's it. Let's see if we can move down a little bit more. That'd be excellent. In no rush here today. Went from negative 1200 in Asian to positive 660 here in pre-New York. So gotta trust the playbook. Gotta trust it. Is anyone starting to figure things out a little bit? Especially Clubhouse. I'm talking to the Clubhouse members for sure. Anyone starting to figure some things out after a loss? You notice how after your losses you're a little bit different, right? You notice how if you just don't do anything stupid, right, in between one good loss to the next good trade, that the playbook could just literally make it back for you. It could be that easy, right? Instead, we try and get in the way. Oh, the playbook took a loss. I'm gonna try and get it back. I'm gonna it's like, who are you, bro? Like, who am I to say, hey, I'm gonna go get that back, right? Like, I'll get chewed up in these markets if I don't follow an actual playbook, right? So I think a lot of you guys are starting to see that now, and that's a major sign of maturity, of someone that's either profitable or definitely on their way to being profitable, and really someone that's starting to understand probabilities. And if you don't understand probabilities, you will not be profitable, right? You have to get this down where probabilities, it's not you. It's nothing personal, right? It's all business. Let the playbook work. You know, I got in this pre-New York trade today. I didn't even know if the guys in pre-New York were in. I went in there to take a look, and what do I see? I see the boys in there working the playbook, right? Letting the playbook do the heavy lifting, letting the playbook, right, and the profitable system take on a life of its own and get those losses back. So congratulations. Everyone should be green for the most part. Anyone that was red in Asian last night, we should be back to green. I'm back to green on every single account. I actually have to lose $10 here today on this account. So I'll be trading my Ignite accounts today, being that I'm already max profit on the instant fundeds. How you doing? I hope this made sense. I really do. I hope it and by the way, I hope those who are still a little bit behind, that this example today really helps you start to think, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just trust this plan. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, you guys know my story too. I've shared my story with you so many times about how I would be putting together some pretty good days, right? Like you guys see the P&L, right? I'd be putting together some green days, and then all of a sudden, like Thursday comes around, and then I put up a red day, and I'm like, nah, I can't have that red day, right? I need this to be a green day for some reason. I, me, right? All just in that type of mentality and that type of mindset. And then you know what happens this day? Max daily. What is it called? MDL? Max daily limit or whatever? Boom. I'm out, right? Blown account. Only to realize that if I would have just stopped trading right there, the very next day was green, right? This was a major eye-opener for me. I hope you guys are paying attention. When I started to actually get pretty good at spotting the setups, right, and applying the system, I'd be stringing together good days, and then all of a sudden, one day would come where, dude, I'm green the whole week, right now, and one day would come where I would run into a loss that I just didn't like. I just didn't want to I couldn't handle it, and I would go overtrade this day, overtrade, only to blow that account, only to have to go spend another couple $100 just to come around the very next day and take a beautiful W. So this really opened my eyes, man, and I would do this, and again, this was a big eye-opener for me, because I realized, hey, if I would have just kept it nice and small here, right? Red, but small red, right? Red's not a big deal. It's really not. It's a losing day or a losing trade isn't a big deal, right? So like if I would have just learned to keep it small there and then just come back the next day or the next session, boom, you know, I would have been able to get that whole loss back. I would have saved myself money on a combine or a funded account. I would have saved myself from like shattering, right, my self-image, right? Because a lot of times when you do that, the biggest person it hurts is really you, your own self-image, your own confidence, and you feel like, you know what, I can't do this, right? I'm not built for it. I for some reason I just don't understand how to do it, right? Like all of a sudden you start questioning why am I even alive, right? You know, all of a sudden. So yeah, so don't do that. Don't do that anymore, right? Really, if you take a red day, I promise you, it's not a big deal. It's really not. And this is coming from the profitable trader, right? I know that your unprofitable friends will be like, dude, you took a loss? You suck at trading, right? But they don't make money, right? Listen to the guys that make money, right? Listen to the guys that understand the whole procedure, the whole process, the business, the nature of the business here, right? And take their advice, not, you know, your unprofitable neighbor who put you on with trading 2 weeks ago, all right? Yeah, C. Melly, what's popping? How are you, G? How are you, man? Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. I see you guys in the clubhouse. I see you. Just let the playbook work, man. Just let it work. Hoping I've turned the corner. Had several wobbles along the way. Oh, those wobbles are totally normal. They're totally a part of it. You know, when Kingman and Maverick and Lele and even myself, even you, right? When you started learning how to walk, right? You wobbled, didn't you? You wobbled a little bit, you fell a little bit, but eventually you picked it up and you picked yourself up and you finally got a hold of it, right? You didn't just say, you know what, I guess I just won't walk for the rest of my life, right? Since I keep falling and wobbling, you picked it up, you know what I mean? So we naturally know how to do this. Sometimes we just need a little guidance, we need a little mentorship, we need to talk like this, right? To kind of hear and put in perspective, and you'll be right on it. So great job. Of course. Hey, enjoy the process. You're going to look back on that process. You're going to tell your friends, your family, everyone about this process right here that you're going through at some point. So you might as well enjoy it and make the adjustments as they come along. Don't wait too long to make changes, you know. If the pre-New York trade was a loss, would you have had a problem in the drawdown? I guess we'll never know. I'm just kidding. Probably. Oh, man. Enjoy the journey, man. Enjoy it. Have fun. Have fun with life, man. Great days, right, equal great weeks and great months and great lives, all right? Stop. I guess we'll never know, brother. Playbook applied in chart. Yeah, exactly. Can I show the Asian trade? Of course. Asian trade was, let me go down to the 15 minute. So yeah, the trade was taken right here. So you had now the one thing is you had a bearish 4-hour candle, right? So that was like the one thing that was against us. But what you see here, right? So let me go to the 30-minute time frame. So we pretty much had this closure, right? This candle right here, that green guy right there, that one, right? So we were looking at the 30-minute, and we noticed that that 30-minute candle closed back above the range. So the range that we were looking at yesterday was pretty much like that, right? So you had basically this zone here as resistance, and then you had this here as like a support, right? So what happened is we were just watching, paying attention. We see here that there was a fake out, right, to the top side. You see how candles close outside the range, right? And then the next candle here closed back below the range, right? And not only did it close below the range, but it closed all the way below. So we were like, okay, let's not take this trade here. Price runs down. It never breaks the 4-hour low, right? It comes back up, and then the candle closes bullish back above the range, right? So you never broke the lows. You had a fake out up here already. Another one now here, right? We look to potentially enter into this fake out during high volume time. We get in on the break of those highs right there. We got a stop loss sitting right around right around this area here, like 94. What was our stop? I forget. It was like 94 or 95. And yeah, we popped up, got tapped in, and then bam, straight stopped out there. So it looked good. We went like 15 pips in profit, but that was pretty much that. Yeah, so got stopped out there, and then we had to wait. You know, we had to wait, and then where's the other one? 15. Yeah, this one right here. So right here, now all of a sudden you get this closure right? So you get this closure above the range, and price comes down, makes a lower wick here, and I got in for the buys right there. Yep, we ended up popping there. If you guys watch my story, it was crazy because the order looked like this, right? So stops are kind of below the low here, and then let me just bring this down. Yeah. So what are we doing here? Like this? Yeah. So yeah, there we go. So basically what happened was stops are below that low there. We came up. I had a target right here, bro. Literally missed it by 1 pip. Right, the candle comes down, breaks its own low, comes like 1 pip from stopping me out here, and then all of a sudden comes back up, closes doji, and then this next guy was looking out for me. See, no bottom wick, nothing, and just bam, just smack TP there. So it was a bit of a crazy trade. Like it was really rough market conditions last night. So like I was saying in the Discord, honestly, any trade was pretty damn risky last night as we were just chopping around in this overall area. Yeah. So that was good. I was able to get all my losses back on my XFAs, but then I was still in the drawdown here on my instant funded account. So I was still like negative, yeah, lost like 1,200 on that. All right, and then popped up, came back with an $1,800 winner in pre-New York. Let's go. Shout out to the playbook. Look at that. I was down, but now yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. But anyways, here we come. We're coming back down here. It's probably looking like a 9-15 trade. Yeah, something like that today. So yeah, any questions on any of those trades there? They were all playbook setups. Personally, I liked the loss. I thought it was a pretty good loss. You know, that's an onion play right there, right? So that play's got like a 90+% win rate. You got to pull the trigger there. Again, the only thing off there is that 4-hour time frame, but when everything else is lined up and you got the volume and, you know, the last 15-minute candle or 30-minute candle went down, couldn't break the lows, closed back above, you got to make a decision. You know what I mean? So you can't be right all the time, right? That's the point of trading the probabilities. No movement for news. Is there news? I don't know. I see some people saying CPI, but I don't. Let's look here. Yeah, I'm not too sure what news you guys are referring to here. What news are you talking about? Let's see. Oh, no data available yet? Okay. How long is the payout process with Top Step? They're like they could take up to a week, a couple days to a week. Top One been on it though. Top One, same day payouts. I don't know if you guys have been experiencing that, but same day payouts here, at least into Rise, right? Almost like right away. So shout out to Top One, man. I'm gonna pretty much qualify for another payout here very shortly. So I should have another at least 4,500 to take out from Top One this week, at least this week. Yeah, into Rise. Yeah, mine went like into Rise within an hour. Yep. Yeah, no CPI. When should I scale up? I got my first funded account 3 days ago, and I'm having a payout. Okay, nice, nice. Scale up in terms of like what? Like size on positions or the amount of like funded accounts that you have? Right now, I'm trading 15 accounts right now, gang. I got 5 instants, right? 5 ignites and 5 XFAs. It's wild. It's wild. But technically, with the copy trader's help, I'm really only trading 3 accounts in a way. Yeah, because I kind of copy 5 at a time. But yeah, this is pretty crazy, man. We're talking about 100,000, 500,000, 50. Yeah, $1 million in like funding. Million. 1 schmilly. Clubhouse, how are you? Oh, we got John. We got Rafi. We got the Viking. That's right. We got the Chief. We got the DJ. Hazaz in the building. What's up, Carrie? What's up, Allison? Good to see you. Great to see you. Gary in the house. Ooh, Mr. 8 Figs here, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What up, boys? How you guys feeling? We got Indian Nick in the house. And Mr. Phil. There he is. What's up, Phil? How are you, brother? Good to see you. Johnny Gems. Magnus. How are you? Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
What's up, Drew? What's up, Christian?
What's up, man?
Hey, real quick, Zoom can't see this, but YouTube can see this. Hey, this is how I want y'all. Every single day, you see Christian over here? When you're trading, I want you guys to see the Nick Houdini, right? Like, just imagine I'm right behind your head, just like that, looking at every trade you take, making sure you ain't breaking that plan. You break the plan, that account's gonna disappear, man, like Houdini.
Like a teacher watching over the test. Bro.
I'm watching. I'm always watching. I'm always watching. Even when you don't think I'm watching, I'm watching. The boss is watching.
Hilarious. Yeah, it's too
Just
funny.
pretend I gave you my capital. Pretend you're trading my capital, and I gave you a desk, and I'm just sitting behind you every day, just like that, making sure you're taking good trades. That's his bodyguard. Magnus, Johnny Gems, Mr. Rafi, the trio is here. How we doing?
Hey, we're doing good.
Whoa!
How are ya?
Hey, how are you?
How we
Yeah,
doing,
let's
fellas?
go, boys.
How we doing, ladies? Everybody?
Ladies, what's up, ladies? Where all the ladies at, man? All you guys,
Let's get
all the
these
dudes
pips.
are always talking. Where's all the ladies catching pips in TTE? Man, shout out to all the ladies. Ladies are getting paid too. I'm telling you. Don't sleep
Shout out
on
the
them.
ladies,
Don't sleep on them. There they go. There they
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
A lot of ladies in the clubhouse these days.
They getting paid.
too, man. Changing the game,
What up,
baby.
girls?
Changing the game. Yeah.
Let's get to these pips, eh?
Yeah, I love it.
Let's get the boys
There
up.
you go. Shout out to my
Look
ladies
at
in the
them. There they
clubhouse.
go. There they go.
There you go.
Ladies.
Savages out here, man.
Stacking.
Love to see that.
Respect.
They
for
said,
real,
I got
respect.
this. I
Yeah,
got
respect,
this.
really.
Let's go,
Sheesh.
ladies, Sam in the W.
Big
Yeah,
W.
facts.
Let's get it.
All right, good. It's good to see some of the names here because, you know, the usernames sometimes we don't know if it's a lady.
Bro, these girls are getting at
Let's
it,
get
bro.
it. Yo, these girls
I
are getting
know, bro.
active, I'm telling you, on the charts.
More active than some men out here.
Some
Let's
of you
go.
men are playing with Barbie dolls right now while the ladies are catching pips. There's something wrong out
That's
here, man.
absolutely insane.
What's up with
Absolutely
that,
insane.
man?
Bro, what the hell?
Who raised you? No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, let's go. We got some giveaways going out in the clubhouse, by the way. More giveaways. We're going to see if we can get some more for YouTube as well. I'm going to see how many I can get my hands on. But Clubhouse expects some giveaways here coming in. Maybe we do a ladies only giveaway, eh? Yeah?
Hey.
Ladies
we
only
should.
giveaway.
Yeah, do it.
Mhm.
Pretty respectful.
Do it.
I think it's happening. I think that's happening. Instant accounts,
Nah, bro,
eh?
it's already set, dog.
Instant?
Instant accounts too.
Let me see if I can get some instants for the ladies.
Get them, bro.
Yeah.
Every lady in the clubhouse get one, bro.
I might be able to. I might be able to give every lady a instant one. We'll see. We'll see. Let me see what I can do. Let me see what I can do.
Yo, that's fire.
Let them cook.
Jay Coop about to change his name to Jasmine Cooper.
I identify as a lady now.
Some of you guys like, wait, did he say we had to be born a lady?
I don't know, bro. Nowadays, it's pretty normal for stuff like that.
It's
to
like,
happen.
identify as lady or porn?
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Let me see what I can do. Hold me to that though. We're gonna do a ladies only giveaway, and then maybe we'll do a men's only giveaway. Eh? What do you say? What do you say, boys?
Nah.
Oh.
Johnny Jen said, "Nah, boys, you hear? He's,
We don't say anything, bro.
bro.
Chill.
Bro code, G, bro code,
Bro, I didn't say anything.
guy code. What was it
said
called? Guy code. Remember that one show, Guy Code? That was actually pretty funny.
Don't say words that I didn't say, bro.
Hey, brother, I got the live stream running, G. We
We
go right back right now. Like, what you mean?
Let's
Don't
run
say
it
what?
back.
Run it back. I didn't say nothing.
I got the live stream running, G.
Bring up the recording.
What was it?
As long as we give away to everyone, bro, we're blessed.
I got the live stream running, G. Let's get, here we go. Let's get one for the
let me see
boys.
what
I can do. Hold me to. Yeah. What do you say? What do you say, boys?
Nah.
Oh. Who heard it?
Who heard it? What do you say, boys?
heard it.
Nah. And then maybe we'll do a men's only giveaway. Eh? What do you say? What do you say, boys?
Nah.
Oh. Stop playing. Man said nah.
It's all
Leave it,
documented,
man,
G.
nah.
I said nah,
It's
bro.
all
You
recorded.
can do everyone, bro.
It's all
So you don't even gotta
documented.
make it. You don't even gotta make it like that. Gender is just strictly gender. It's everyone.
Hey, I feel like this would be a good place in today's session to just let you guys know. Now you know whose word to take when we talk about golf outings and things that happen outside of the stream. You know what I'm saying. Clubhouse knows what I mean.
Definitely not.
Caught 4K. All right. Anyways, 3 minutes here on the closure. 3 minutes. This is work, man. This is work. No more laughing. No more giggling.
Chat, we're just trolling.
Oh, snap. Hey, we got golf
We're
today.
trolling.
We're playing some golf today. We got to get some things settled on the course, so we couldn't wait till Sunday. You know, when you're free, you go, hey, you want to book a tee time on Sunday? I don't want to wait till Sunday. I want to play today. I want to play now. I want to play tomorrow. All right, book it up. Let's run it. Yeah, so we're running it up today, and we'll see how we do. It's a perfect day for golf as well. What do you think, Johnny Jones?
Dude, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Blessed day to play some golf, bro.
I think it's a good one.
It's gonna be in the mid 70s, bro. All game.
Ah, perfecto. 73, 75. We're good.
Exactly
Yeah,
what I
what a
said,
day.
bro. Take my word serious.
Yeah, take John's word serious, gang, for real. By the way, great trade in pre-New York, man. This is phenomenal
Yes,
move here.
sir, bro.
Way
Great
to
trade.
hold too. I actually got caught up in that with you. Literally like 3 pips from target, and it just pulled back.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I probably could have even held a little bit longer, but take that profit.
Yeah.
Take it. Yeah, you got caught too? Like with me, you didn't close yet?
Nah, I didn't close. So we went in profit, and my TP was like up here more, kind of like by this
Yeah,
level
same.
here, and then we
Same.
just missed by like maybe 4 pips, and then price came back down, went back into drawdown there. But I mean, my stops are here, my entry was here, so slightly back into drawdown for that bottom wick, but everything looked great. Especially when Magnus kept confirming about the 5 minute, I was like, yeah, we're lit here.
Yeah.
I just
Facts,
kept
bro.
hearing
Thanks
that,
for that,
them
Magnus.
golden words. That 5 minute though. That 5 minute though. I went down and looked. I said that 5 minute though.
Bro, I had to say it.
Those are
Like,
times where you did that.
Yeah, no, that was clean. And then we ended up pushing up nicely there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
bro, I
W
know.
trade.
We got activated. We like immediately floated 25, 30 pips in profit. I look into the chat and everyone's like, I'm out. I'm like, oh.
yeah, someone was holding with you too.
Like, maybe-
I bet there's more people holding than you didn't think.
Yeah,
too.
definitely.
For sure,
Yeah.
for sure. Nah, like everyone managed to trade on their own and their own liking and stuff, and everyone ate. So
Yeah, facts. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we can teach you how to manage, but we can't like click those buttons for you at home. You know what I mean? So like, we can teach you the ways that we manage it, but that's gonna be on you to like pick and choose. Like, I'll tell you, hey, this is a good place to close partials or break even and whatnot, but that doesn't mean you're gonna do it, right? Or that doesn't mean like, you know, it necessarily you're gonna follow that. So we can only kind of point you in the right direction and teach you that. It's gonna be up to you to close and, you know, manage that, you know, on your end. But yeah, I got 45 pips there. What did you get?
I think I got
roughly
like
around
35.
35. Yeah, I think
Something
I
like
held
that.
a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling
Yeah,
we
you
weren't-
definitely held a little bit longer.
Yeah, nice.
The last 2 trades, I left my stops open for a little bit. Yeah, this
Same.
one, because I was kind of not upset, right? But like last night's ranges were just so big. I really would have liked to have my stops below there, right? Yesterday, and I think we would have been golden. But the ranges were just huge. Like if we were gonna use previous candle stop last night, it would have been 151 pips. But that was like the best place. You know what I mean? Like we were right about this trade. There's no doubt about it. We just kept a super tight stop. Like if these stops right there were roughly 60 pips, you know, I would have been all in for that, right? Kind of trade would have looked something like this. Partials right here, stop loss below there. So, you know, we were right around about the direction, about the bias. It's just, you know, we were using tight stops there. So, and not even that we were using tight stops. We were still using like 50 pip stops, right? But the range is just widened up after this big move here yesterday. It looks like they're coming back down to like normal though now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit
Kind
more
of,
normal.
almost, not yet.
Yeah. New York was pretty normal range.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see here.
We'll see.
Was I scared of blowing the account if I were to lose? No, absolutely not, man. You know, like we're in a game where we can get funded in a week, like, and at a small fee, right? I could just pay a small fee, get funded in a week based on the skill set, right? We have to be confident, not because of our ego, but because of our system, right? Our system is proven to work thanks to statistics, right? So we should be confident in that. I tend to look to replace negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So like negative thoughts like that, where it's like, yo, I'm scared I'm gonna blow this account on this trade. It's like, okay, I'm aware I could blow the account on this trade, right? But we're trading funded accounts, and I'm confident in my system that is proven to produce the desired outcome I want, right? So, you know, that's going to happen when you take risk, right? You got to take those calculated risks. You got to take risks when probabilities are in your favor, which is what we did, right? So that was the reason I wasn't afraid, is because I took a calculated risk, right?
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I was more confident, I'd say, than
Facts.
afraid.
Exactly. Gotta trust that playbook.
Calculated risk, bro. That's a key word right there.
Yep. Keyword. Because it's not like we were just jumping in a trade, right? We were jumping in a trade because data said we have a 75-80% probability of winning the trade. So why wouldn't I jump in the trade, right? And it's like, you know, you could be scared that you could blow your account on that trade, but I'm thinking like, bet this is the trade that I'm not going to blow my account on this trade, right? So it's just, as energetic beings, right, you know, like your frequency is what you're frequently going to see. So you got to keep that positive energy as best you can, you know, and managing it and your negative energy, whatever.
Facts. Yeah.
You know, we can't all figure it out completely, right? Like what we got to do, but we know if we can be positive energy, we'll attract positive energy back.
Clip it.
Clip it.
Yo.
So true. It's the unseen, you know. Everyone thinks, well, you know, they're messing up the breakout, or they're messing up the onion. No, I mean, you're not getting some of these unseen things that it takes to be successful and to win and attract good things to you, great things to you. That's why you guys think we're goofy when we go, hey, my name's Nick Stewart and only great things happen to me. Yeah, well, why don't you try it, right? Look at my life and look at your life, right? Why don't you try it? Why don't you try it out? So these things aren't goofy. They're not silly. They're not hocus pocus. They're real, right? But the Matrix has done a great job in getting the masses to martyr, right? Those individuals who think like that, speak like that, act like that, get results like that. So these are the unseen things that take place that most people don't realize. They think that they have to fix something physical or something in their strategy or something in their, but that's not the case. They really just need to, you know, again, like John said, we're energetic beings, right? So they need to study all of that to put it together to actually attract wealth and great things continuously and effortlessly.
Right.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
really.
bro. It's the stuff that people don't talk about, you know, outside of just the technicals and the psychology part of trading. You know, you got those deeper spiritual laws that literally guarantee you your results if you use them correctly.
Yep. I've had some pretty big influencers reach out to me who have been pretty impressed with this Clubhouse channel here. Yeah. And they're asking me, how the hell are you doing this? How? Because you know what they're telling their people? Everything that anyone can tell them. Here's the technicals. Here's the thing. This is what came out on the news. Right. This is the inflation report. Last year during this time, gold did this. But what they're not communicating to them is how special they are and who they are, whose they are, and how much power they actually have, which is really what we're sharing with others, right? Anyone can talk about the things that everyone talks about. Who's talking about the things that no one's talking about, right? And that's why you find such a different spirit over here in this community, because it's not just trading at all, right? Like everything we talk about will make you a better human being, which in return will make you a better trader, right? A more successful husband, father, brother, friend, whatever, leader, right? Coach, trader, whatever it is, you fill in the blank. So it's a lot of times, you know, the things that no one's talking about are the things that people are truly seeking out there. And again, you know, a lot of people, they haven't went through certain mentorship, right? Maybe that I have, or they haven't been exposed to certain things in life to gain wisdom like that. But I truly feel like that's what's making our traders truly profitable traders, where other communities are just, they're stale. They're stale. They get a payout here and there, and there's nothing wrong with that. This is hard. This is not an easy game to play, right? I think a lot of you guys are understanding that. This is very, very tough. Trading is not an easy game. So you need to put everything in your favor, right? And again, it's not just what meets the eye. It's a lot of these things that we talk about, which don't necessarily, I guess, correlate to trading, but it really does, in the long game. So focus on those things when we talk about that, because that's what makes the biggest difference in our lives.
Yup, yeah, bro. You really gotta make it hard to lose so that it can become easy to win, right? And we're not trying to count on luck here, but on probabilities, just like in trading and in life. Like, do things that are gonna stack the probabilities and the odds of you winning, right? Yeah. And you'll make it hard to lose, which will be easy for you to win when it's hard to lose.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it's like, okay, I know the technical edge, I know the probability mindset, but if I expect to fail, how can I receive or attract any abundance when I'm inputting lack and expecting failure? How can I succeed in that way? So, you got the technical edge, you got the probability mindset, you got to put the belief now to back that up and to push through that limit.
Yep.
Because your perceived reality is more real than your reality itself, right? So your thoughts really do create your life. It says that in the Bible too. Like, protect your thoughts because they control your life. They really do. So.
As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Yep.
What are you thinking? The Earn the Pillow. I've been doing that with Earn My Plate. Let's go. I'm not eating till I catch a dub. Hey, it happens, bro. And then sometimes you gotta fast, Sometimes you gotta do it.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though, too. Fasting's probably the best thing for you.
Yeah, man. I'm all for playing those like mental games, and like tricking yourself and tricking the mind, and because again, the mind does not know. It cannot actually comprehend what is true versus what is false. It's like a computer system. It only goes based off of what it's programmed, right? So even if your life is in shambles and you're broke as a joke and you got no money, but for some reason you're ambitious and you got a dream, if you just tell your mind that that's the life you're living long enough, your mind will go to work for you to figure this thing out. It's like, again, we talk about it all the time, like the seed going down to create its root structure. The farmer doesn't have to do that, right? Yet the farmer gets to eat the fruit, right? The seed knows exactly what it's doing. So as you begin to program that subconscious mind through repetition and emotion, right, then your subconscious mind will grab a hold of that as the dominating thought, right? And that mind will focus on that dominating thought over and over. It will start to recognize opportunities to bring you closer, and then everything in life will be happening for you, right? Not to you. Everyone thinks, oh, this happened to me. No, it happened for you, G. It happened for you. Anyone ever been in a tough situation, like maybe a couple years ago, and now you look back and you're like, yo, thank God that happened. Like, I know at the time it seemed like it was like the worst thing in the world, but man, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have met this person or did this or been there or did that or seen that, right? And all of a sudden you're like, my life would be totally different actually if that adversity never showed up. So like, you have to really know exactly what you want, tell it to your subconscious mind every single day, work it over and over and over again, right? And let that subconscious go to work for you. All of a sudden things will, the universe will throw out the red carpet for you, G. It's crazy.
Amen, bro. Amen.
6-8 hours of yeah, that's true. Yeah, the clubhouse, man. If you guys aren't in the clubhouse, lock in. We are so locked in towards the end of the year. I'm just fired up for this group. The conversations have been on 100. The trades have been on 100. I mean, we're on a roll here, so we're not stopping now. If anything, we're picking it up, picking up the pace. It's the end of the year where most people are slowing down. We're speeding up, and that may not necessarily mean we're taking a whole bunch of trades. That just means like our mindset, our mentality is so locked in that we will we will end this year
bro.
strong, right? Just like we've pushed through the year. We started strong. We pushed very strong through the year, and now here we are in the last 2 months closing up really good. So yeah, keep your foot on the gas. Now is not the time to let off. That's what average people do. Average people are going to say, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving's coming, and Christmas and New Year's, and I'll start this and do that. And don't roll with those people, man. You roll with the winners. The winners are getting it done. You know what the holiday is? It's a holiday. Right? It's one day. You know, most people say, oh, the holidays are coming up. What's that mean? That, you know what that means? That, oh, that's just my excuse to take the next 2 months off and not better myself because I'm lazy and I don't really want it. And I don't want you to know that, but I'm just going to say that because it sounds good and everyone else says it, right? And then here I am like, okay, awesome, right? And everyone says, oh, yeah, absolutely. You should take the rest of the year off. I mean, it's the holidays. Enjoy them. They only come around once a year, blah, blah. You guys know the average language out there, right? But for me, you got Christmas, that's one day. You got New Year's, that's one day. You got Thanksgiving, that's literally one day, right? So where people shut their whole life down, we just keep it moving.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take the last 2 weeks off for this one day. Like, what?
By the way, the Matrix wants you to do
sense.
The Matrix wants you there, right? They want you there, they got you there, and not only will they get you there mentally, but they'll drain your wallet at the same time because you got to have the Christmas decorations and you got to have the lights on your house and, you got to have the tree and the presents and, you got to go into debt so you can make your kids smile for a day and a half, right? All while paying for it on the back end. That's all the Matrix, gang. It's a whole marketing scheme if you haven't realized it by now, right? So I'd encourage you to, move about this year with a little bit of an opened eye.
Bro, for real.
Am I trading in December? Yes.
Payouts, bro.
Yeah.
Tell Santa Claus you want them payouts.
I'm coming with them.
But yo, for real though, YouTube chat, like, I'm for real. Like, you guys get in the clubhouse, you guys stay consistent, you're guaranteed progress and you're guaranteed improvements, not only because of the education, right, but because of the law of association. You start hanging around with winners, you become a winner. Everyone in this clubhouse is a winner. They're all turned into winners, right? You need to hang around winners to become a winner. So that some of those friend groups that you're hanging out with are losers, and we need to hang with winners. And
yeah, exactly, Mr. James. Yeah, really, like hometown boys and hometown girls, it could be always like that. You hang around the 4 broke people, you become the 5th. So this is how it is. But you be hanging around the 4 rich people, you become the 5th rich. It doesn't really matter what they are, just the ones you hang around, you become, really. And a lot of times we can have friends at home, in our hometown. I had to, where we don't really, that you explained, Nick, with the yellow box and the blue box. You try to get over the blue box while being a yellow person, but you can't really because they're shouting at you and they're like, "Oh, look at him, he's in the blue box," and like it's like that, and it's really it helped me, with a community, and I know like a brotherhood or sisterhood would help a lot of people too, out there especially.
For sure, facts, bro.
It's contagious, that's energy, and everything is energy out here, so really can't avoid that.
True.
It's like I said the other day too, like you realize like what have I really done with these guys? Hung out, went to the bar, took a couple vacations, right? But then you realize, these other guys over here, this clubhouse thing or this YouTube, like you don't even know these guys yet. Every single day you're going to battle with them, right? So it's like I said it on my story the other day, so proud of Exit Strat and a lot of these guys, but it's like true friendship is forged in the battle, in the day by day of trying to get things accomplished for you and your family. You're going to see who's really there to help you, right? Who's really there that's going to be there to impact you, to keep you on the right path, to pick you up when you're down as well, and then boost your confidence when it's up. And that comes from a team, that comes from like a mentor or a team. And a lot of times your buddies, right, they can't provide that for you, so the real friendship, the real brother and sisterhood is forged in the battle, in the day-to-day of going back and forth, to passing accounts, to blowing them, to passing them, to blowing them, to being right at a payout, to blowing them, to having someone pick you up and cheer you up and keep you going, right? And then, you know, get you out there again, and then all of a sudden you passed another one and everyone's there to root you on, right? And then boom, here comes your payout, and damn, boom, it's the first domino to go down, right? And everyone's cheering you on, everyone's pumping you up, and you know, your boys are over there on the sidelines still going to the bar, still talking crap about you, like, yeah, yo, this guy never hangs out anymore, you know, he does this other stuff, you know, and here you are just pumping away with your new group, right? You're, in a way, your new friends that are actually friends who are going to benefit your future, right? And not just get together and talk about all the good times of the past. You know, if you're sitting there talking about the good old days, man, I don't even want to hang around you like that. Like, we're moving forward, right? We don't necessarily care about what you've done. We only care about where you want to go. You know, and we want to help you get there. We're future focused, and you know, the friends back home, it's just not what they got. It's not what they bring to the table. So that's why when you put yourself in another association or another community, right, you find yourself actually beginning to succeed, think different, make changes, develop new habits that you would have never been able to do had you still been hanging out with Jim and Bill and Bob and it, right, like over here. And it can make it can make the difference in your life. Let's put it like that.
Bro, it's crazy because, you know, me being out of the country for 4 years, you know, and I literally lost touch with a pretty special crew that I had when I lived in Kansas City. And we lost touch and all that kind of stuff. And I came back and I reached out and we connected, and it was great to see them. But there's a big gap. The old self that doesn't belong in that frequency, and the new self. And it's just like looking back, it's like, you know, I love these guys and everything, but they're still talking about the same thing, doing the same things. Nothing has changed in 4 years. And you talk to somebody here in the clubhouse, being a month and 2 months, and they're a completely different person. You know, so it's just like that just tells you growth. Like, you do some things and you change, but your circles don't change. So do you want to change or do you want to stay the same?
Exactly.
And sometimes you're going to have to be okay with that and mourn, you know, like you're losing these people, and whenever you lose these people, something bigger opens up. So just being open to what's better out there, what's something that is going to be in alignment with who I'm becoming. And that's what we want to be looking for.
Yeah, and by the way, you don't have to switch up on your friends. That's not what we're talking about. I don't agree on switching up on your day ones either. Like, I got a ton of day ones, right? I'm just talking about the ones that are not gonna benefit your future moving forward. The ones that are gonna downplay what you got going on, right? The crab in the bucket friends, right? Not the ones that are, because I have friends, by the way, who they don't want to be as successful as I want to, right? We're not saying if your friends don't have big goals and dreams, you know, turn on them, right? That's not what we're saying at all. Because I have plenty of friends who I love dearly and I communicate with, you know, a couple times a week, that they just work average jobs. They're average people. You know, I don't need them to make a whole bunch of money to hang out with them. I love these guys. They love me. They've supported me, right? They've encouraged me. So we're not talking about those friends, right? We're talking about the other ones that are going to continue to be a negative influence in your life while you're picking up a new path of trying to be, you know, positive and move forward and be successful in life. So again, two different categories. I would never agree either with like switching up on your day ones or anything like that. That's definitely not what we're saying. We're just saying, hey, those ones.
Just think about it like this, you know, it's
back.
like when you grow, you can't wear the same shoe you wore when you were 7. You know what I'm saying? It's part of who you are. It's part of the journey, but it's just like as you grow, you evolve, you know?
Yeah, it's like the same friends too. You have friends in elementary school, and then you meet different friends in middle school, and then different ones in high school, and then all of a sudden you don't hang out with any of them when you go off to college, right? And you get new college friends. So it's not like you're switching up. You're just moving on in life, and they're just not taking that same route or same path.
And like they say, you know, every person that you encounter in your life has a benefit. So these friends that were your friends in the past, you know, they're part of who you are today in a way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Shout out to all hometown homies, all the ones that came with me, followed along the way.
Yeah.
never came at all, or some of the ones that are coming on board now, you know. But the road is lonely, gang. I promise you. I had a bunch of friends over here, right? I would say from, let's say 2000, let's call it 2011, right? And I wanted these guys to come with me, but not many of them did. You know, 1 or 2 or 3 of them came, but they ended up moving back, right? Once things got a little tough. And I had to walk this road alone here, right? Pretty lonely, just me and my wife, right? Everyone else kind of stayed back. Again, a couple of them came, but when things got tough, you know, they kind of pushed back. And, you know, this becomes a very lonely road, right? But then all of a sudden, you start hanging out on the mountaintop, right? And then that view looks really nice right about that time to your boys over here. So they're looking at you now. And now they're going, okay, you know what? I need to do something in my life. I need to fix something in my life. And who cares if I figured that out in 2011 and they didn't figure it out till 2025? Who cares, right? Who cares about that? What I care about is, hey, do you want to come? I'll help you up the mountain, right? And now I've got a lot of homies that are coming up, and you know they're communicating with me again, and they're starting their journey, right? And they're starting their journey, and they're gonna have to leave some homies behind too. You know, that's just how the game is. It's a lonely road on your way to the top, because this time here, right, there's no result taking place. See how the line, see how I'm just walking, little result up and down, and then it's not till here where you start getting some results, right, where success starts making some noise and stuff, and then that's what kind of, you know, eventually starts to, you know, get people, pique people's interest again. So you got to realize, you know, during these tough times, you know, this is where you got to really, you know, trust God, trust his plan over your life, and, you know, go out there and be a bulldog, right? Because no one's going to cheer you on during these years, right? For me, I'd say that was 2011 to about 2020, 2019, 2020, maybe 2021, right? So that was about 10 years. 10 years of 10 very lonely years with just me, my wife, and our vision. That was it. Nothing to show for it. Actually, these guys were laughing for a little bit. And guess what? You know what? These guys were having these...
Some doing better, bro.
That's what I was going to say. Some of them were doing better than me. They're like, Nick's trying to teach us about finances. Like we work for Merrill Lynch, right? You know, they're laughing at you, and they're having these big weddings, right? And you're over here like, honey, I think we should just get married in the church. Dan said he'd do it for $100, you know. And my wife, bless her heart, she says, let's do it, honey. I'm not, you know, I don't care about that, right? So these guys are having $60,000 weddings, the poster on Facebook. They're, you know, buying these houses, getting into death grips, mortgages, and all of a sudden, you know, and all of a sudden now, you know, they're doing excellent, and I'm over here like, should I even be doing this, right? Am I even on the right path here? So yeah, it's very challenging process. So to have a community and a team and a group of like-minded individuals, man, I mean, I couldn't tell you how important that is to. Luckily, I did have that. I did have another group. I had some mentors, and you know, I just made the adjustments. I didn't worry about what was going on back home. At a certain point, I just didn't care. You know, I knew that my life was going to be better if I went in this direction, and I wanted so badly to get on that mountaintop. So,
yeah, bro, 10 years. Come on, like
10.
Insane.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Somebody that might just find you, they probably think like, oh, bro, this guy just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
and now I don't know, bro, what it takes.
And now I got thousands of friends from all over the world. I got more friends than I know what to do with. I can literally open up a map or spin a globe, throw a dart at it, and I got someone to pick me up at the airport. So look at that. You know what I mean? Full circle. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right? You sacrifice during those early years, and now I got more friends than I know what to do with it. All you guys, you know, you guys are my friends, my family.
Thing, right?
So trust me, Nick. If you're coming to Denmark, I'll pick you up.
There you go. There you go. So
see Denmark, like.
So was it worth it?
Right?
Was it worth it?
Hell yeah.
I think 100%. It was. I think I'd do that 10 years, and I'd do that 10 years over and over and over again. And I want to give you guys a secret, a real gem here, right? During this 10 years, in my mind, I knew, right, that this 10 years would be the turning point. That when later on, when me and my wife were 70 years old, right, that we would be able to look back on that 10 years and say, wow, honey, can you believe it? We've been free for the last 50 years because we decided to take our 20s, buckle down, settle in, plant our stake, delay gratify, not spend any money on anything, stay locked in, and now we've been free for 50 years together, right? Boom. So I understand. That was my mentality during those 10 years, right? So could you keep that perspective? Could you keep that positive reinforcement over and over? By the way, again, physically, we had no reason to believe that things were going to work out, right? There were times where we should not have been excited and there was no reason for us to have any hope, right? But we did. We did because we were future focused, future oriented, and it worked. You know, it worked. So,
Damn.
Powerful, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
And don't forget that with your journey too, Chad. Like, you look at Nick, you know, you think maybe this guy just got like rich overnight or something, but there's 10 years of failure, you know, and stuff, and temporary defeat.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
you look like overnight success, but that overnight success took 10 years. So it's
Exactly. You know, it wasn't until about 2021 that I really started bringing in the dough. You know, other than that, it was just, you know, a kid in 2021 years old in 2011 and just working this through my 20s. I was not the smartest guy, I promise you that, you know, but I was willing to work. I was willing to take mentorship, and I had a dream that was so big and so clear that no one was going to be able to steal it from me. Nobody, no situation, nothing in life. I was either going to die trying to get this, or that was it, right? So that's what really kept me going, was my crystal clear dream. You know, the dream that I had of being free. I told you guys, you know, I met this man. He walked into a room one day. He was talking about how he had just been to, where was it? Cayman Islands, or he was on a Mediterranean Sea cruise for 10 days, right? And then he's like, and then before that, we were in Hawaii for 10 days, and now we're here speaking with you guys. And I'm like, whoa. Like right then and there, that moment, as a young 1-year-old kid, just planted a seed in me, you know? And I said, I don't know anyone that lives like that, right? He was like, yeah, we just did that with our whole family. And next week we're going here. And I'm like, whoa. Like, and I just wanted a lifestyle like that. I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that through a job. And that vision of freedom, you know, of not only freedom, like just time freedom, but, you know, peace and joy and happiness in my household and under my roof, and, you know, all of that stuff, and impacting and inspiring people around me and all over the world. Like, everything you see here now was the vision, right? I'll be honest, I don't think it could have happened more accurately. Right? Maybe the way I seen it was all of us hanging out like in a auditorium or something, maybe not online, but again, the seed knows what it's doing, right? The process will figure it out along the way. And yeah, that's probably the only thing that is different, is that we're not physically together, but we're still here, you know, together online. So it's pretty nuts. It was 2,000 people here yesterday, right? Taking those trades with us. So it's pretty awesome. You know, we're really, really wheeling and dealing and impacting lives all over the world now. So it's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Yes, sir.
I wish I could show you my self-talk from years and years. So during these years, I had a lot of self-talk. I'm impacting, inspiring young couples all around the world, right? I'm a good leader. I'm a good speaker. Money comes to me in increasing quantities on a continuous basis over and over again. Money flows effortlessly into my bank account, right? I am happy. I am thankful. I am grateful. Like, just boom, just plugging away every single day with these affirmations during that time. And it's no surprise why everything that we were saying is actually a reality now. So thoughts become reality, gang.
There you go. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah. 10 years of struggle for a lifetime of freedom, baby. I'll do it over and over again. And then to be able to spend the time with my children, to instill the things that I want to instill, the principles that I want to put in, the thought process that I want them to have. Dude, I get emotional thinking about that stuff, bro, because, like, you know, wouldn't you want your kids learning what you want them to learn, not what the system's trying to teach them and all that stuff? I mean, we almost got caught up in it ourselves, right? Our parents, they did the best they could, but they had to send us there. You know, I don't want to send my kids there. If it's just a money thing and a freedom thing, I know I can control that, right? So it's very important. It's not just about you as an individual, but your family. Man, your family legacy will be on another level as well, you know, when you get free like that.
Much bigger than just trading. Wow.
Yeah. Much bigger than trading.
Right.
Should we sell? I don't think so. Nothing.
Well,
We
30,
got a
1 hour, still have no topics.
We got a 15 closure coming up. So the close just happened. Yeah, we already tapped into support here, so I don't really like sells. If we can get maybe a let's see here. 4 hour coming back down. 1 hour. Yeah, let's just wait on the 30 closure here. I say we wait on a 30 closure. We might get a pullback. As long as we close below, then we can disregard that 15 zone and look to trade through the rest of that 30-minute range here. Something like this.
What about 15-minute closure back above and 30-minute close at support, and 1 hour has no top wick and 4 hours bullish?
Yeah, I thought the same.
Yeah, if you close above, yeah. If we remain below, I'm thinking we stick with the sells. If we do close back above, then yeah, we may come up for that 1 hour candle here at 37.
Yep.
That's
yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Yeah. We do a little drawing. That's right. We do a little drawing. I hope you guys get this. I hope and pray you guys get this. You know, if you're on that journey right now, or if you're just beginning that, you know, everything we talked about, from the friends to the journey to the thought process to the vision to the work ethic to the mentorship, everything we just talked about, I hope and pray that it sits well in your heart and mind, man. All right. Back to business here. So we'll see where we go. Let's wait on this 15 closure. We got 9:30 coming up in about 13 minutes, and you already know. I mean, it's been the sweet spot. You know, it's been the sweet spot.
better time, but
Yeah.
Cheat code.
Yo, I love this. I haven't actually looked at the Clubhouse chat, but look at this guy. I'll pick you up in Dubai. I'll pick you up in Florida. I'll pick you up in Canada. I'll pick you up in South Africa. Hey, I'll pick you up in Italy.
Chilling, bro.
I'll pick you up in Japan. Oh man.
Japan, bro. You can go to Japan.
Let's go. I love that.
Yeah, we're straight chilling.
W.
I'll let you guys know, chat.
Might need a ride.
Appreciate y'all for real.
Yeah, no, I literally love you guys. Like, we love you guys. We talk about
Love
you guys
y'all,
all the time. We really love seeing you guys winning and succeeding. You know, some of your guys your ears might be ringing from time to time, because we're like, man, this guy, so proud of that dude. Like, the fact that this happened and that happened and then boom and bam, now he's here. Like, we talk about you guys all the time in such a good way. Like, just talking about how bright your futures really are, you know, especially if you stay consistent and disciplined and keep your foot on the gas here with us. Like, you just have such a bright future, and we're so excited for you. Again, you know, like, I know what's on the other side of that walk, right? I know what's on the other side. I know how it feels. You know, there's other higher mountaintops, right? For sure, you know, and I'm looking at them and I'm staring at them and I'm focused on getting to them, right? But I know the feeling of what that original breakthrough is like. And I'm just excited, you know, for each and every one of you guys to go through that.
Yeah.
Facts, bro. Facts.
660, man. We went from negative 1,200 to now we got to lose $10 here today. Crazy.
AMG,
Yeah, that's how it's done.
did you kept this? You increased a lot.
Probably. I think I went. Hold
That's
on.
stud, bro.
Let me see something here.
Excuse me.
I went, 2 lots on last night's trade, 4 lots on today's trade. How you
Got you,
doing?
bro. How you done?
There's Kingston.
4 lots. Shoot.
There you
Yeah.
go.
What would you have done if you lost? No, I guess nobody knows nothing.
Never know. That's the
I
thing.
guess
Like,
we'll never know.
there's a high chance to not lose, so bet on it.
Bro, that's
And
the
you probably-
best
you won't lose.
answer I've ever heard. I guess nobody knows.
All right. Little taste. Say hi, hi, everyone. Say hi. Yeah. All right. Who do we got here? This is what I'm talking about right here, gang. This is what I'm talking about. No money can buy this. And it's Catwoman. give him, say something, whatever you want. Let him know. Say it in the microphone here. You can tell them they're awesome, or you can even say something funny if you want.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo,
What do you want to do? See you, everyone. Have fun.
See everyone, have fun.
Say love y'all.
Love you.
Say have a great session.
Have a good section.
All right, there we go. There we go.
Don't forget to make money.
Say it louder. What do you say? You gotta say it loud so I can hear you. What'd you say? Don't forget to what?
I need this.
Okay, I'll tell him. I'll tell him. All right. And the last one. There he is. He's in the green, just like we are.
Hello.
Say hi, everyone.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Say hope you have a great day.
Hope you have a day.
All right. Look, Mavy Boy's in the green, just like us, chat. Tell him bags are full over here.
Bye, boys.
Tell him your name. Gecko?
I get this.
Gecko. All right. Okay, cool. You guys are awesome. You all had a good sleep? Yeah? Good. Okay, have fun. I'll see you guys later.
Nice. Green like us.
Peace.
Man was born profitable.
All right. See what I mean? You know, you can't. You can't put a price on that, gang. You really can't.
No, you can't.
Bro's already profitable. Wow, Goldie. Let's see what 930's got in store for us. We're bringing the heat here.
Sheesh.
I would have liked to see a 930 closure right up here, especially with that 4 hour turning around now. Yeah, let's see.
Not gonna lie, I kind of like the buys too.
The buys are not bad. They're really not, especially if this thing starts pulling back here now. It looks pretty good. No top break on the last 215.
Yeah.
I look, you like them a little better than the cells.
Yeah, well, the cells are kind of running their course now here.
That's why.
We tap support. Yeah.
Can you still get 5? Yeah, you can still get them. Yeah, top one still has the 5 account thing, so I don't know how long that's lasting. Yeah, I'm not too sure, to be honest, but that's probably the best deal in the game, especially if you're looking for like instant funded accounts. Top one, they got 55% off all the instant fundeds, and you have no max daily trading days right now, so keep that in mind. Take advantage of that while they got it. All you really need to hit is your consistency rule and your $3,000, and your 2250s in the bank. She said, don't forget to make money. Yeah, you heard her. She said, don't forget to make money.
Who said that?
Alea.
Oh, right for you.
Too funny, man. Too funny.
Dude, she is hilarious.
What up, Xander? Good to see you, big dog. Maverick has gotten pretty big, man. He's a stocky kid.
Yo, what's good, Xander? Good to see you, bro.
My man, Xander. How are you, brother?
Stop it, bro.
Where my dog George at? Where my dog George? Mr. VDM.
Thanks, bro.
Is he in the chat yet?
George VDM, check.
He comes pushing through.
Yeah, I know. When he comes in, he comes hard.
He comes hard.
Volume.
George VDM, check.
That's that boy. That's that boy, Mr. VDM. That's Mr. VDM. Shout out to Nick's wife. Yeah, shout out to Anna, man. For real. Yep.
Shout out.
She knew what's up. You know what one of my main goals were? I wanted to give Anna the best ROI on her investment, in me, right? So I wanted her to have such a great ROI for believing in me and, being with me and, always listening to my crazy antics and stories. And if you guys think I ramble here, you should have heard what Anna has had to deal with over the last 15 years. You know what I mean? So it's just such a blessing to have that and to have someone to talk with and dream with. And, at times, they're the ones that are going to watch you grow behind those closed doors, you know what I mean, and really witness that journey and be there to help you. And listen to your wife, gang. Sometimes sometimes they see things from a little bit of a different perspective as well, and they're very, very powerful. So yeah, man, what a journey it's been together. What a journey it's been so far. And now, 3 beautiful children. We're having another baby like next week. So it's been quite the journey. What risk should you do on a 50K? I would go down to the MGC chart and do like 5, 10, and 15 contracts. Let's go, Xander. Whoop. Do we have a discount for the elite? No, never. Never, ever. We don't do discounts out here. The value is just too much. Everything is there. Everything is there. It's fair. So the clubhouse pricing is going to go up here too in the new year as well. So anyone that's in the clubhouse right now, you guys are good to go. Like, you guys, as long as you have that membership, you're good. But January 1st, we were going to do it November 1st, but we decided we'll wait, So January 1st is the cutoff. So we'll be increasing the clubhouse price, which is only right. It really is. It only right. It actually came as a demand from the clubhouse members, which is just wild in itself, right? So yeah, it's going to go up a little bit here. Nothing too crazy, but if you want to get in where it's at, December 31st, yeah, I think it's the cutoff. Let's see.
Yep.
I pick you up in Colombia. I pick you up in Germany. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. I'll pick you up in London with a GT3 RS. Yeah, you guys got to come correct. I'm bougie now, You can't just come pick me up in a Camry or something. Not, hey, if you got a Camry, those are great cars. But, I'm a little bougie now. So if you're going to pick me up, it's got to be, it's got to be done right.
Pull up in the Civic.
Yeah. Uber Black. Send me an Uber Black or something,
All right, Gold, what are we doing?
All right, here we go. 2 minutes.
We're just bleeding with no top wicks.
Yeah, we're melting here. Might be a 945 trade.
Word.
Scoop you up in Paris? Yo, we're there, bro. We're there. Extra leg space. Some things are better 50%. Yo, who made this? Yo, that's sick, actually. That's dope.
A Porsche is better 50% off.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
Yeah,
bro.
that looks more in kind of like what we're doing here. The other one, I'm like,
Yo, that's
what
dope.
about that one, bro?
That's
Yeah,
dope.
what's up with that one, bro?
That marketing guy though, sheesh.
Who?
Yeah, bro.
The marketing guy from Top One.
Oh, man, yeah.
Bro.
I don't know who's running the show over there.
There's
That's
girls
mad
that trade,
funny.
like the marketing guy. You should know that. Like,
Crazy.
there are girls trading out here and killing it, bro.
I'm sure the ladies are really gonna want their men now shopping over there,
Yeah.
Is December a good month to trade? Every month's a good month to trade, especially if you got a playbook and you're willing to stick to it, and you're not going to be like immature about things, and you're going to be professional. I really don't slow down ever, like at all. Usually I'll run all the way up until like the end of December, looking for trades pretty much every day during the week. Yeah, I shut it down. I usually shut my trading business down the week of Christmas, and then the first week of the new year. So I take 2 weeks off every year. Those 2 weeks, we'll do that again this year. We might pop up a little, maybe once or twice on YouTube. Probably not, but we'll be pretty active in the clubhouse. We're gonna run some simulations and have some fun while we're spending some time out of the markets during that 2 weeks, and then we'll be back up and running like that second week of December, like full on again.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Bets.
Yeah,
9:30 here.
If any of you guys are going to be around Tampa around the New Year's, Christmas time, give us a holler. We'll have some of the boys out here from the squad. If you guys want to link up, Magnus will be out here, Rafi, Johnny Gems, the whole squad. Aaron will be up here. See Melly, I think, Green. There'll be a bunch of guys. Yep.
Yeah, man. Pull up.
Pull up, fam.
Pull up.
Pull up.
Open eyes, single eye, baby. Does it take several attempts to train the brain? It really does. It really does. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, the more we explain this type of stuff to you, the more you'll get it. The more you'll kind of feel bad a little bit, but know that you can do better, and then you slowly begin to make those adjustments. Yeah. So you're good, brother. Just don't keep making the mistakes more than you have to. Like, my mentor said something very powerful one time. He said, Nick, I'm always down to do whatever it takes, but I'm not down to do more than it takes. Right? So what he meant by that was, I'm down to do whatever it takes, but not more than what it takes. So if I make a mistake, I need to correct that. It's okay with making the mistake. It's okay with going through that if that's what it takes. But to stay there, right? To keep making that mistake over. And now you're doing more than you even have to, right? So that's where, I would say, don't worry, you'll get it, but don't take too long. Be mature about it and make those adjustments. All right, so we got a little situation here. So I don't know. There's no trade right now for me. Maybe if we can flip bullish and then either come back down towards the lows and re-break the high, or we just close up inverted celery at 945. You already know we're in there. So if we can get this closure here for 945, then we'll take that trade. We'll have a buy stop on the break of the high for price to continue moving bullish. But there's nothing we can really do on this guy right now.
Facts. 9:45, 10 a.m. We can either anticipate like a 4-hour pullback or even a 4-hour topic, right? So
exactly. Yep.
I like it. 30-minute, 1 hours that supports.
Exactly. Yep. Law of the compounding effect, baby. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ty, that 15 closure can be tough, right? One, because there's no top wick on the trading candle, right? The candle that ended up filling the wick and moving down, right? There's not much of a top wick on that candle. And then two, because the 30-minute and 1 hour didn't have much of a top wick either, and they were coming into supports, right? So the 30 and 1 hour would look good to move up in that case, right? Being at support without much of a top wick. And then you got that 15-minute breakout that looked good for sells, right? So those are two reasons I think the sells weren't valid here on that 15-minute closure below there, below 27, right? Because no top wick on the trading candle, and then the 30 and 1 hour looked good to move up, didn't look good to move down. Right, yeah, so hope that makes some sense. Didn't have the direction there, right? Definitely could wait on a better trade that gives you a better read on direction. And this is what we've been talking about the last couple of days, like being willing to let that type of move go in order to wait for a better move, right? I think that's a skill set in itself, practicing delayed gratification in the markets.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the markets will give you a bunch of moves, right? There's going to be moves all day happening, but it's really sitting back and waiting for your move. That's the art here, right? Looking at the markets and looking at all these moves and being able to pretty much commit to one move, right? Out of unlimited moves. And then sitting on your hands for that one move. Yes, sir, brother. If you buy, sell, let's get it. Yes, sir, Kurt. You're welcome, bro. Why the 15-minute support, not the 30-minute support? So that's a great question, right? So if we get the 15-minute support here, we're not only getting a 15-minute onion, we're not only buying off the 15-minute support, but we're also anticipating the 30-minute to reject support that it's at right now. You know what I mean? So like the 30-minute is right at that support at 42.12, and we haven't yet closed below, and we also have moved down and pretty overextended to the downside, right? So, you know, when you're executing 15 minutes trades, right, instead of 30 minutes, we're executing that 15-minute trade with the 30 minutes still being in our favor, right? So that's when you gotta, you know, that's when you use the 15-minute, and when you don't use the 15-minute really is when it's in alignment with the 30-minute or the 1 hour and 4 hour. How many days should we usually take to pass a 50K funded account? Yes, that's everyone's situation in life is pretty different. Everyone gets dealt with different cards and stuff, so you got to play the game, right? That you got to play the cards you're dealt with. But for me, and what I would say is, it shouldn't take really much more than a week or two, in my opinion, right? If you can develop a good edge and develop a good monthly budget for yourself and a nice system to go about, you know, a nice system to produce a positive ROI for yourselves, right? I feel like a week or two is plenty, because we do not want to spend much time, right, on these combines. They're literally simulated accounts. Who the hell wants to spend a month or two in drawdown on simulated funded account? It's like, bro, blow that $50. Come on, repay that $50. If you need $50, go get a job, right? Make it happen. But I think like a week or two. Yeah, typically for me, a week, 2 weeks max.
Yeah, same for me. Yeah.
That's why we say too, like, yo, don't be afraid to lose an account or blow an account in pursuit of payouts. It will happen. We can literally just get funded again within the next week.
Exactly, that's the game we're playing. But it's also like, it depends on your budget and all that. Like, if you can handle like losing an account and all that, it might take you a little longer if you can't. So, but I totally agree, John. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying too. Play the game, play the cards you're dealt with, right?
Yeah, and then play the game by what it is, really. We're really just trying to achieve like a good ROI on these accounts here. We're not trying to make a, you know, big account for ourselves and build a big buffer. Maybe we are, and that's okay too sometimes. But I mean, like, we're really just trying to achieve like a good ROI of this account right here in prop firms. That's what we're trying to achieve. So
100%.
Yeah, and we want to get to the money part as ASAP, right? We don't want to spend too many months or weeks on a combine, like you said too. So yeah, so straight facts.
Exactly. Because when you think about, like, you know, if you used to trade live accounts, right, you're putting in like 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 into your live account. We're literally spending like a couple hundred here for these combines, right? So yeah, like, you know, you got to risk something, you know? So yeah, risk that couple hundred for a couple thousand. And with an edge, you know, you have a high probability of it working out for you, right? So the key there is the calculated risk, of course.
Wow. Look at that move. Sheesh.
I win 2 to trades daily, but 1 loss kills all profits. I often close partials several times during the candle before it finishes. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. If you have a high win rate, like, it's okay if it takes 2 wins to make back a loss. I don't see a problem with that as long as you win 75, 80% of the time.
What a move up on the break of that high, huh?
Yeah, there was really no high. That's the thing.
Yeah, it just
Played
flipped,
there,
right?
Yeah, so that's
there
the
wasn't
thing.
a high.
That was not that good. If we had a high though, that looked pretty good for a fade.
Yeah, we didn't really have it. All right, we wait on this 15
there was
closure.
No high, so yeah.
See how we do.
Let's see.
Yeah, and remember too, like, with the comment accounts, like I meant to say, like, if you are that trader who is spending a month or two in drawdown on a simulated funded account, and I'm trying to say, yo, blow that thing and just pay the fee again, that stuff's important, right? Because remember that the only risk there is that $50 fee, right? Like you know, you're risking when you're trading that combat account, what you're really doing is risking $50, right? So you got to be aggressive with it. And if you need more money, then we got to get a job or something, right? Get more income coming in. But remember that that is the only risk you're taking with the combine is that $50 fee, right? So that should push you to be a little bit more aggressive, in my opinion.
Yo, true.
Yeah.
That's so true, because like a lot of people ask, what are you risking on that account? I'm like, dude, I'm risking the account. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see a really good trade on a combine and people ask me how much am I risking, all of it, you know, the $100 basically. Like, I'm basically putting $100 in to see if I can pass and then make thousands of dollars on my XFA. So like, you got to understand that. And if you go, well, I can't afford to do that, well then go get a job, you know, go be able to afford to do that, you know, like go get a job, find a secondary income, like use your brain a little bit, right? Try and put some money together so that way you can do that if you want to do that. Otherwise, take it easy, you know, whenever you pass, you pass. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, you know, it is what it is, right? As long as you, like John said, follow the playbook, it will get you there. But if you can afford it and if you can budget it in, you can risk a little bit bigger, you can go a little bit harder, right? And get these accounts passed, like, you know, like I do sometimes in like 2 days. So just consider that. And again, there's nothing wrong if you have to go back and get some more money, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Go get a job real quick, or go, you know, figure out a way to make some extra money, and then you'll be able to trade like that without any like fear or you know, fear, really. Go all in. I go all in on the evals, you know what I mean? But again, when I take an eval and I spend $100, gang, like I can risk $100 on a trade, right? Like if this was my own capital or something, I could totally risk $100, no problem. So I see it the same way when it comes to, you know, the funded account or the XFA. It's just me risking $100 potentially on a trade. So I'm willing to go like 10 contracts on a 100K account when the right opportunity shows up.
Yes, sir.
And there she goes. We got a melter. This is beautiful. I don't mind this at all. I never mind when gold melts. I never mind.
Yeah.
If I'm not in, it doesn't really matter to me. We got all these clean ranges now, so
opportunities. That's what it is.
That 4 hour. I had a feeling that 4 hours going to come down, break the lows there.
Yeah, for real.
Beautiful job,
real,
though.
bro.
Great work on the 4 hour. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, Marcus don't want to give us anything. That's fine too. Follow our plan, keep our money.
Easy. We're up
And
big
then follow
today.
our plan tomorrow, and probably take a W.
Yeah. Here we come, right into right into 91 now here today. Lovely. You had a feeling, but you went on put well, I don't put my money on feelings, you know. So if this candle had a top wick, maybe I'd put my money in there. If this candle had a top wick, maybe I'd put my money in there. So if there was some logic on it, right? Again, I understand the move. It's just a matter of getting in it right. Will it tap Asian lows? Yes, it will.
OD bleeder.
Oh, we traded into imbalance. Nice. What up, Johnny Gems?
A couple
What
more
up?
hours, bro.
Oh wow, for golf,
A couple more.
Yes, sir.
Johnny's ready, man.
What a bleeder.
Ready to go, Roth.
Look at that 1 hour candle. No top wick.
I know, man. It's crazy.
What do I think will happen now? Oh, well, you're going to have a 4 hour closure coming up. So you got 1 minute on the 15 close, right? That'll be the second half of the 9:30 candle. And then you're going to have a 4 hour candle closing up now. So it's really actually not as simple as it may look, right? Because this next 15 minute, we're either going to go push through these lows here on the 4 hour now, or we're coming back up to pull back, right? For that next 4 hour candle. So, Yeah, that's kind of what we're looking for now. So I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to get a 945 trade. Again, like very similar to the last buy that we were looking at. Like if it came down and broke the low and then broke the high, I might be interested in that because you're going to need that 4 hour to pull back plus a new top wick on the next 4 hour. But we'll see about all that.
Yeah, now this 4 hours coming right into support.
This candle has to break the low in order for me to even be interested in the buy. Boom, boom, boom.
I would love it if the 4 hour closed right at support.
Yeah.
And then create an
Right
onion.
here. Yep. Nice little onion. We buy the new 4 hour top wick and then we just get out of here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
The new 4 hour topic right at support too. If it closed right at support.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that sounds good.
Ideally, if we could break the lows here and then close bullish. So come down, break the low, close bullish. That'll be our 4 hour candle closure. And now and then what that 4 hour candle will look like, it'll be a strong bearish closure, right? That is most likely going to need a top wick on the next candle. So where's that top wick going to come from? It's going to come off of this support, right? Top wick price going to move up on the lower time frame, maybe right back into 09. That top wick's going to be established, and then the 4 hour from there will most likely start to move back down now, right? So we get in and out with that buy position right there, or if you don't like the buy, you wait for resistance, right? That'll put that 4 hour top wick in place, and now at least you have a candle closing back in your direction to take the sells. This will be the 4 hour wick fill, right? You'll have that wick to fill and all that, and then if it breaks the lows, it should continue mowing. We'll see.
Yeah, that sounds good.
We'll see. Yeah, so that's the plan.
That's the plan.
Yep.
Still a lot of time left in the session.
Yeah,
12 minutes left on this candle here, so anything can happen now.
Literally.
All gains from the last 2 days gone. Yeah, I hate when that happens. What trade? What trade did you take to lose? Did you take that buy here? I know a lot of buyers in here, right here. This is all liquidity, you know what I'm saying? So now that liquidity is probably grabbed up here. So that's what I mean. This next concept or idea makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of buyers get activated here. Right at support, trying to call the bottom. You guys know how it is. You know how it is. Their vision and their why. Well, yeah, there you go. Yep. It's difficult. It is true, yeah. And then eventually you don't even want to be around those people. Like, you don't want to be around complainers and criticizers and condemners and, you know, people that talk all that. It becomes like icky, right? It's like, my ears can't even take that. Yeah.
Sticky and icky, bro.
Yeah. By the way, everyone's going to be probably linking up with family pretty soon and all that this year. You're going to get a lot of mediocre mindset conversations going on. I would stay as quiet as possible. I really would. I would just observe, right? Observe the family. Observe the things that you hear different, and just know that you were joining in on the conversation a year or two ago. But now you're like, man, I don't even like that talk. That's how you know you're growing. You know, that's how you know that growth is taking place, is that, you know, you can no longer sit in those conversations or deal with that negativity or that, you know, mediocrity, right?
Really?
Conformity and whatnot. So, but what I would recommend, and this is serious, like, don't try and correct them. Don't try and tell them what you know. Just keep it quiet, right? Sometimes the smartest man in the room is the quietest man in the room. So that's what I would recommend during your family holidays this year. Don't even tell them, you know, what you're up to and how you're all fired up about a new life, you know, it's trading and all this stuff. I would just keep it calm, keep it quiet. My aunt just hit me up. Can you tell me how much an ounce of gold is right now? $4,100, Aunt Diane.
Are you for real? She said she actually asked that.
Bro, that's
She's like, I
insane.
know you trade gold, right?
Yo, some guy asked me, I don't remember who it was, but what trade did you take 1 year from now? And we looked at it in London, and the price on gold there was 2,100.
Wow.
Bro,
Good old days, bro.
2,100
Them good
or
old
200, something like that. That was insane.
Damn.
We just doubled in price almost.
Sheesh.
Anyone who's
Literally.
got gold is looking good.
Goldie golds.
If you invested in gold back then, like,
Oh, man.
Right?
I got
Your
some
gold.
gold. I got some gold.
Yeah. Same
What
little
what
bit.
day is this? The 13th. I wonder if we took a trade on the 13th last year. Oh, we did. Oh, wow, we took 3 trades.
In one
Wow, yeah, we took 3 trades on the 13th last year. You guys want to take a look
what
at
was
them?
price there? Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a look. So here's the first one. Let's see what the price was. 2,600 an ounce.
My goodness.
So buy position. Looks like this was Asian session. Buy position taken. Clean range up. Closing partials at the wick. Full TP up top. Let's check the next one. This next one. Oh, I only got pictures of 2 of them. And then a breakout.
Yeah, solid wick fill. Ooh,
Mhm.
nice. That
Damn.
looked good.
So yeah, we were trading. We were trading this time last
Same
year.
trade yesterday.
Yeah, it looks like a little 9:15 breakout. Yeah, 9:15, 9 a.m. Damn, I don't have the picture of this one though.
You took
Wow.
3 trades that one day.
That one day.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
Nice.
Asian, New York, and what was it? Asian, New York.
Solid.
So 9:15 p.m., 9 a.m., and 9:45 p.m. again. So I guess it was Asian, New York, Asian.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, people queuing to buy gold, like physically.
Yeah.
When it hit 4.3, oh my goodness, you know.
Bruh. This is a prime example
people
right
know.
now. Yeah. When my Aunt Diane randomly texts me, "Hey, Nikki, how are you? I'll get to. What's the price of gold right now per ounce?" That's how you know the drop is
I
coming.
got a signal, so
Oh man, I'm just waiting for her to shoot me the message about Bitcoin now.
yeah, and then click sell.
Hey, that Bitcoin thing, it's looking really good. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Sell stops activated.
Autofill.
I actually know nothing.
Me know nothing. Me no speak English.
That drop on gold was insane after that happened.
Yeah.
That daily moved like 4,000 pips down that day.
Dude, that was nuts. This one right here.
Absolutely nuts.
Sheesh.
Or maybe 3,000. What was it? That was insane.
Look at the weekly. The weekly went crazy. I think the weekly went like 3,000.
Weekly has no bottom weight right now.
Yeah, $3,700 weekly can. 3,700 pip
smokes.
weekly candle. That's crazy. Yeah, our weekly right now is going crazy.
No bottom weight too?
Nuts.
Damn.
Oh, by the way, look at the monthly. Yeah, the monthly just continuing to move.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God. Just
But-
ripping.
That weekly though, I had a feeling we could get a little pullback. You see how it kind of ran out of steam a little bit. So hopefully we don't push up and break highs again though.
Funny. Yeah.
All right, what do you say? A little fresh top-down analysis here, just to keep things clean here. So, okay, daily. We moved up, right? But we're coming back down now. We got a daily low sitting right here. Again, remember our theory going on here, right? The first bullish or the first breakout on a higher time frame zone tends to be followed by a pullback, right? So could that happen here today, right? We just left this zone. Could we get the rest of the week, right, to kind of move bearish? Maybe today you come down a little lower, and tomorrow we close off the week, something like that, right? I could totally see that happening. That would give us our pullback that we're looking for on that daily time frame as well, and a retest of that range. So that looks pretty good. The 4 hour now is coming down. So again, our daily low is sitting right here. So we got that daily low sitting right here. We got support, and we're really trying to see, are we going to break the low? Are we going to close below, or are we going to actually respect this zone and begin to push back up from there? Because what that'll do is that'll allow us to take the buys here for this new 4 hour candle, right? To maybe come back up into that range. And then if the 4 hour wants to do whatever from there, it can do it. But the potential buys aren't looking that bad, right? So we drop down to the 1 hour here. And we see again tapping targets, right? So we're tapping target on the 1 hour, we're tapping target on the 4 hour. We are respecting the daily low, right? We went down but never broke the low. All right. And then the 15, right? 15 potential coming back up here. So I like the closure on the 1 hour, right? If we can actually get, it's going to kind of be like a fade on the 1 hour, maybe probably like a 15-minute onion. But if you can pop here, right, and then start to come down and then re-break that high, right, that's going to be an opportunity for us to, again, as this 4 hour candle starts to open up, it's going to want to make a high, right? So as it comes up, those are the buys that we can get into. Probably close partials somewhere around like 42.20, and then see, you know, where it wants to go from there. But I'm still down to take sells, but we got to wait for that pullback, right? We got to pull back here with the 4 hour closure, plus another pullback with the potential of the new 4 hour top wick, and maybe just maybe we can capitalize on that. So we'll see what happens. We got a 15 closure in 2 minutes. Everything's closing. 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, 2 minutes. I'll tell you what though, after that, right, after we do get that 4 hour top wick, the sells are looking great, right? If you can kind of come up here, let me draw it like a candle, come up here, right, make this move up, 4 hour gets its top wick, and then we close back below the range here. Man, look at this, look at all that clean traffic. So that looks phenomenal. And that would also break the daily low, right? So after we get the pullback, you close back below 92, you re-break the low, the daily low, and then that should give us a push, if it happens. If so, we'll see. 2 minutes. Let's see here. Making fun of his aunt to teach us on it. Oh, man. Shout out to the ant. Can I have the journal? Yeah, the journal, just hit exclamation point journal. It'll pop up. All right, let's see what's popping in the clubhouse here.
1 minute.
What you got cooking here, Norbin?
Norbin, man.
He sent it to top one. Oscar?
Yeah, no.
I don't think I know Oscar over there.
That's hilarious, Norton.
Yo, that's G.
Yeah, right.
That's fire, bro.
Half-lady lady, bro. Word.
That's fire. You gotta tell him though. You're gonna have to compensate the guy, the good-looking guy jumping out the GT3 RS though, if they want to use that one. Tell him pay the fee, Norbin.
Little royalties wouldn't be bad.
Couple royalties, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Funny.
Norbin's a G.
Yeah, for real. Yo, Nick, I know this culture coming up, but I gotta move now.
Do it, brother.
I have some training, so
do it, bro.
Yeah,
Have
but
fun.
I might take this in the car drive. Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Have a good training session.
not bad.
Yeah, but I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow again. We here.
Okay.
Have a good day, brother.
All right,
Take it
G.
easy.
We'll see you later.
See y'all. Peace. Thanks for having me here.
Peace. All right, I gotta switch over to my Ignite accounts here because we're already maxed out on the instance. So, all right, let's see if we can get a lower wick here, and we'll anticipate that 4 hour candle's next top wick. So let's see if we can get the lower wick on the 15. Ideally, the 1 hour make a high here, come down, re-break the high would be awesome. So let's see if we can get that. We need a top wick first. We'll come down, attempt to fill this wick on the break of the high, 1 hour high and the 15-minute high. We can look to execute buys. And if that doesn't happen, then we might just be heading south here the rest of the day with no 4 hour top wicks.
Recording in progress.
Hey.
Hey.
There he goes. He's gone. And he gone. All right, yeah, now we can, Magnus is gone. We could all go full port. Full margin here. Hero of the day. All right, let's see if we can get an attempt to fill that wick. Ideally, a nice push down into like 95 would be perfect. And then we can have a buy stop there. That'll be the 4 hour making a high, breaking the low, coming down, and then re-breaking the high here. So. Okay, let's see if we can come down. See if we can get like 94, 95 out of that. You want to see a pretty good move down right before, like we shouldn't break the high if we're coming down like that. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna have a buy stop here on the break of the 15-minute high. Gonna use current candle lows here as my stop loss because it's getting the ranges are wide here. Wow.
Dude, for real.
Gotta go one contract.
Same.
Yeah, you got massive ranges here. So break of the highs is going to be my entry. You literally have a 30 pip wick fill here. And I'd say a pretty clean 75 pip move up if that 4 hour candle wants to make this top wick here. So that's going to be the play for me. We'll see if we can get it. And just be careful. You know, there's a big range. We're kind of taking the 4 hour as the top wick. I think we can get straight up to like 09 here. Yeah, somewhere between 09 and 11.
Are you gonna hold for 09 or?
We'll see, because I'm in one contract, so that'll be 300, 350 by the wick fill. Yeah, I'll probably go break even at the wick fill and then hold till I got my my consistency rule here. 600 bucks.
Actually, I would love to hold as well.
Yeah.
For 09.
09. Oh yeah, no one's gonna tell us about the 5 minute now. Damn. What the heck?
For real, bro. Yeah, 30-minute, 1 hour. Everything's right at support too.
Yeah. Can we go in and out undetected like we did yesterday, man? Yesterday was smooth. Smooth.
I think so, bro.
Later, Magnus, later. Wow. Oh, there we go. How deep is this? Is the bottom wick? Ah, man, the range is huge here. So it's about 80 pips. So I can only use one contract here. Yeah, probably gonna risk 800 to make 600-ish. Check the TT Discord. Okay, I will, brother. I will. Yeah, this would be normal risk, like regular. But consider the ranges how big they are, right? So if you would normally go like 2 on a regular one, I'd probably maybe go like 1. Just because normally like this full stop loss, I would probably say would be like 50 pips, right? But it's 150 pips here. So it gets tough when those ranges spread out like that. So yeah, so I would just lower your size regardless. TT Discord channel? Which one, brother? Which one? Which one? Which channel? Which channel? All right, let's see if we can get activated here and see if we can get that push. We're looking at like a 70, 75 pip push if we can get it. Testimony. Oh, you tagged me in it? Okay, great, great. Okay, we're in here. No turning back now. So break even for me is going to be at the wick fill here. So if we can come up and actually fill that wick, I'll go break even. My stop is going to be back below this white line here somewhere. So we get in, we fill the wick, we break even. If we can move up towards like 08, that'll be perfect. Perfect. And then what we can do is anticipate that 4-hour candle actually having a top wick. So we just broke the 4-hour high. Let's see if we can keep pushing up, give ourselves a decent top wick. Again, break even at the wick fill, and full TP up at 08. Why is my mouse shaking? Yeah, guys. Just make sure you just make sure you're ready to go break even. That's the point.
Facts though.
Oh snap! All right, now we wait. Our job is done. All right, our job is done.
There it is.
All right, well, there's break even. No more risk on this trade. If you guys have a little partial, you can close it. We got about 35 pips there, so you can close it. I'm going to close my partials on top step here. I only got one contract on top one here, so I'm not going to be able to close there. But that's about 38 pips, so if you guys want to close it, 40 pips. Very nice. A little 40. Let's see if we can push through that high there. It'd be very nice if we could. We'll give that 4-hour candle a little bit of a steeper top wick. Yeah, 400. I can only make 600, so let me get down there a little bit. All right, that's it for me. I'm out. Boom. TP hit. I'm done. Johnny Jen's going to hold, right, till 09, but that's it for me.
We'll see.
09 and we'll take it.
Maybe like 08.
Yeah, because you know what? It is 60, almost 70 pips there, so I want to take that. Yeah, good job, guys. W. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There it is, John. Oh, yep. Let me close full here on top step now.
Just got taken out myself. Boom. W.
Done. All right. Easy peasy. Nice and clean.
Perfect.
Nice and clean. We wait the whole session for it. Lovely guys. Lovely, lovely. Good job.
Got all my loss back from Agent too.
Everything. All green. Everything's
this trade
profit.
and then the pre-New York trade. That's all I took to get it back.
Literally, everything's in profit. W's in the chat if you took that. If you closed partials or if you're still hanging on. Type a W in the chat. Someone said the buys are done. I don't know.
They're done.
I don't know. I seen a comment we were late. We're late for the buys, but in reality, it's like we're late on the sells, right? We want to probably take the buys here, expecting that 4-hour candle to make that top wick there. Yes, sir. We'll break down the trade in just a minute. Just a minute. Booked full. Let's go. Congratulations, W.
Tap 09?
We just about got 09. Yeah, we're on. Yeah, 09. 08.8. Yeah, 08.8. Lovely trade. Lovely trade. Good stuff. Very simple. Easy peasy. Target tapped, right? 4-hour needs a top wick. Buzzer beater. We spent all day just chatting, and now we get to go play some golf.
Fire, bro.
My goodness.
You ready, John?
I'm freaking ready now. I actually need a Red Bull, though.
Red Bull. Ready. I got excess, bro. We good. We good.
I bet you got me.
Yeah, of course.
Red Bull,
All right,
bro.
perfect, bro.
I'm in a good mood now. You know, I won a trade.
Rafi, I need those wings, bro.
Yeah, there's 09. Target tapped. Boom. So that's our 4-hour top wick in play. And honestly, the 4-hour could continue moving up due to the fact that we did close at support as well. But that's it, man. Easy peasy. If you took that trade, spam a W in the chat if you made some money. If you made some money, spam a little screenshot of what you got. We'll take a look at it, but excellent move here on gold. Lovely trade. A little bit after our normal trading hours, which is what, like 9:30. So would have loved to get in at 9:30, 9:45, but you know, you can't always get exactly what you want. So you got to take what you can get. We strategized really well here, and this made perfect sense according to the correlation of the time frame. So W, hope you understood it. I'm going to explain it here in just a moment as well.
Tapped 09 on the dot, bro.
09, how you doing? Peekaboo.
09.
Oh man, yeah, lovely
Target, bro. But yeah, I'm glad I was a little bit more aggressive. Me and you both, like, with taking the profits for going against that fire candle.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I took a
Sheesh, what a freaking
I took 56, you know, even though it was like a little bit off the wick fill. It's still a lot of pips, man. We moved 100 or 90, 95. Yeah, look at that. Perfect target tapped, and then we reject right off of there. Yes, sir. Anyone who's in the clubhouse and you guys have watched the target tap concept video in the course, and if you've watched a higher time frame correlation, you should completely understand this trade. Yeah, you should understand it very well. We're going to explain the trade in just a minute, but yeah, that was textbook.
That was fire.
Last 2 days started red, ended green. Purely discipline and one trade per session, just like we talked about in our elite call. W, brother. Simple. Follow the plan. So it looks like I was going to have a red day. Keyword was... Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I did have a red day.
Just like we said.
No, I counted as a red day. I could have a green day here.
Bro, like, just because you're red to start the day doesn't mean you can't finish green.
Yep. Look at this. Took a big loss. Look at that. 6,000. Took that loss there. So, but look we're still profitable. We're still eating, and plus we're super green on this day now. So it really doesn't matter, right? 2,500 plus 2,500. So we're up like 5,000 here today between both between all 10 accounts on top one. So that's what I'm saying. Like, look at my winners: 1,900, 1,200, 1,600. I take a big $6,000 loss, but look, did it affect me? Not at all, right? Did it affect the playbook? Not at all. Not at all. We continue marching. Nice job, Sandman. Nice job. $740 times 3. That's awesome. Mugs showing off here. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 grand.
Yeah, bro.
Lovely. That's a good day.
Mugs. And that's right after vacay, right, bro? So let's get it.
He just got back from vacation,
with the skill.
which was paid for by payouts, I think.
Right.
Still have a small red, but I'm okay with it. Yeah, that's okay. Finish the day small red. Like, I'm not going to be too worried about that. We always like a little splash of red in the P&L as well. We don't want to see all green. We want to see some reds there. That's how we know we're executing every single time and letting probabilities work themselves out.
Yeah, whether you got all your loss back, or you got half back, or you're right at break even, whatever, right? The cool thing is now for the next best trade, you're in a much better position now to, continue moving up in profits, right? As we trade this edge. So
yeah,
as long as everyone's in a much better position for the next best opportunity, that's a W.
New York session on fire. On fire to close the year out. Whoa.
We'll keep finishing on fire, bro.
They keep asking, when's it gonna stop? It's tough to stop when you're disciplined, when you don't deviate. It's gonna, when it's gonna stop? It's gonna stop when we start to deviate. It's gonna stop when we stop following the playbook, when we stop being patient, we stop being disciplined. So unless you have any plans of stopping all that, then let the good times roll, baby, because this should not stop at all if you're willing to stay disciplined and patient and respect the plan.
Sir.
Yeah, that's right. Is this a fade? No, this is an onion play. So let's go over the trade real quick. Let's start over here at the daily time frame. We've seen that the daily, or we just did our fresh top down analysis, right? We've seen that the daily came down here. We were expecting that we did flip bearish, but never broke the lows, right? So if you go to the 4 hour, these are your previous daily lows right here. So this 4 hour came down all the way down, right? Broke its own low, obviously, came down. Never broke the previous daily candle's low, and then came back up, right, and closed above support. So you get a 4 hour candle closure closing above that support level, right? Now we're looking at that, we're saying, hey, the 4 hour has tapped target, right? Notice how this candle didn't have a wick on it either, right? Now that candle comes down, gives it a wick. So we see here, okay, 4 hour has tapped target, right? We missed the sells, we're too late on those. We go to the 1 hour, right? We see that the 1 hour here has no top wick. It's also moved down and tapped target as well, right? Now, if we're still going to stick with our bearish bias on the 4 hour, that's totally fine, right? But let's be strategic in the opportunity that we have in front of us, which we know that we're most likely going to make a low and then come up to make the top wick, right? Now, where can that top wick go to, right? Nick, how the hell did you know 09? I mean, it's simple, right? You drop down to these lower time frames. You have that previous range there. You have this previous range here at 09 plus resistance. If you look at the 15, that's the nearest level, right? So if there's anything that's going to interrupt price from moving from here to here, it's going to be this right there, right? See how all clean, right? And then it comes right into there. So that's where we're going to anticipate that 4 hour top wick to come. Just simple market structure, price moving down, pulling back, right, to continue to move back bearish. So as we see that, right, we know, okay, cool, we may have an opportunity here, right? So we come down to the 30 minute, we close bearish, we come down to the 15 minute, and we got ourselves a lovely support, right? So we're going to take that information, we're going to wait for this lower wick, and we know exactly what's happening. See, most traders are only focused on the 15 minute here, right? They're not realizing that what's happening is that 4 hour candle is moving down with almost no top wick on it yet, right? Starting to move down. That's what we wanted to see. We want to see a little bit of a move down and then the break, right? So that way we can really anticipate the 4 hour coming up to make that steeper top wick. So that break of the high is where we executed, right? With the break of that 4 hour high, which was the break of this 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute high. And yeah, I mean, it made perfect sense from there, right? This was our one candle that created our new 4 hour top wick. And, price may want to head south now, right? Price may want to go back down now that that wick has been in place for price to continue moving bearish here. So that's it. We wanted to go in and out of these buys like yesterday, go undetected in a way, and then wait for those shorts to show up a little bit later. So that was it. It was perfectly explained before the trade, and then that's your explanation for after the trade. Back in the green. Let's go.
Everything we talk about, right, in terms of executing A+ trade, playbook setup, clean range, direction, got volume, right? So
everything.
Everything you got. Those are the key things to stay consistent with.
Yep. And now
study this, right? This is exactly how you want it to be. Every time frame looking good to move in your direction.
Exactly. And what do you look for now? Now you look for resistance, right? Because if that resistance is formed, then what you're doing is you're anticipating that this candle, right, that wick right there is going to be that 4 hours top wick. And if it is, then it should start heading south now, right, and moving down. And ultimately, if you're going to execute right there, you're basically going to be executing somewhere right here on that 4 hour top wick, anticipating the move down. Does that make sense? This is your previous 4 hour candle's lower wick to get filled, right? If I go to the 4 hour now, I'll show you what I mean. See? Boom. That's that lower wick. You see that right there? That move up is just that wick to be filled. That's all it is. And what it looks like on this time frame is just clean range. So clean range on lower time frames are wick fills on higher time frames. How you doing? Don't say we never taught you nothing.
How you doing?
ES had the same move. Nice. Yeah, now we just go enjoy the day. We got a tea time booked here in about an hour and a half, so we're going to get to work on that, and I'm done. I'm no longer a trader for the rest of the day. Now I'm just a cool dude enjoying freedom. You know what I mean?
I'm shutting it off, bro. I ain't greedy. I'm grateful to get that loss back from Asian, and tomorrow we go back at it. Asian, we go back at it.
Bro, 4,000 on Top Step, 2,500 on instant funded accounts, 2,500 on Ignite accounts today. So it's at that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's $9,000 day. You better believe I'm enjoying the golf the golf outing. Yo, how you doing? Huh? What'd you say?
Bro, it's gonna be a great outing.
Yeah.
Let's
All
go,
right.
Tavia. Back at break even. Same here. We're gonna
Perfect.
Asian session. Great opportunity to get back in the green.
Let's go. We're back for Asian tonight. Last Asian session of the week. Last London, guys. If you don't have a Clubhouse membership yet, get involved, man. I'm telling you, get involved. I don't think anyone has regretted the decision yet. So get involved. Start joining the winning team. If you're not taking advantage of Top One's 5 accounts, I think it ends over the weekend. So take advantage of that. You can get 5 accounts. Use code TTE. You'll get 55% off all the accounts you buy. And let's lock it in. Focus on that 3,000, right? Top One, instant funded account, right? Get yourself like a 50K. And focus, man, on that $3,000. That's all you need, and you can withdraw your $2,250, and you do that over and over and over again, just like the rest of the guys and girls are doing in the clubhouse. That's pretty much the secret sauce and the fastest way to get paid out here. So, yeah, enjoy that, and then we'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow to close this week strong. You better believe that. You better believe it.
You guys
yeah,
have
man.
a good time today.
Okay,
Who's
brother.
gonna be
Wish you
recording?
were there. I don't know, man. I told Wokey I told Wokey pull up, so we'll see if he got some time today. Maybe.
Wokey
maybe
said
not.
he was calling out last night, bro.
Yeah, I told him, bro, I'll pay you double whatever your job's paying you. We need to get this on film. We need to get this footage.
Looking forward to hear about it tonight.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys posted.
Facts, yeah.
Best of luck, John. Best of luck, Joe.
Best of luck to you, bro.
Yeah.
We're playing on our home course, so see what's up with it.
All right, y'all. Hey, love you guys. Seriously, what a great session tonight or today. Super proud of you all. It's been a pleasure being here. You know, I could be doing anything I want with my time, and I'm honest about this. I honestly wouldn't want to spend the time anywhere else but right here with you all, catching pips, focused on getting better, so that way we can make everything better in our life outside of this time. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the session. I hope you're better off now than you were when you came in. And until the next time, my friends, we'll see you. Yeah, John, Rafi, thank you guys for coming up. Magnus,
thank you for having us, brother.
Hope you caught that trade in the car. But, hey, we started Asian down, but now we up, boys. I'll holla at y'all. Have a great day. Blessings to you and your family. Enjoy, my friends. Love y'all. Peace.
I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spit in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talking about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat, like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack and the Beast. I jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline. Put him back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. From the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was a bluff till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up.
I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog, ay. Birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, see the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision that you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different. Way different. Same book, but the page different. The page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turning signal on, so they see me coming. They still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from up. They like, how he, who he, what is this? Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and there you hear that click. Click, 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 click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit 'em like, whoa, man. Hey, make 'em do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man? Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan. Yeah, no plan. Actually, his plan was the plan, so he planned it. Ayy, set the bar high, he the code, so I scanned it. Ayy, we saving souls on the campus. Ayy, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Ayy, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the... Only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.